Solving 1D, multiply, divide with variables as coefficients. These are the examples I'll be doing for you today. And these are the try-its. Take a screenshot if you'd like to. Follow me through. Or follow the link to get to Gumroad and get the worksheet. And you can download it. Let's get started. Now, one thing that makes this a little bit unique is that we're still going to solve for x on every single problem. And I did that just to make it clearer. But it doesn't matter what's attached to x. The way we solve, if we have PEMDAS, packages, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. If something's attached by multiply, we move it by divide. And it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is, if it's attached by multiplication, we move it to the other side of the equal sign by division. So we're solving for x. There's a heart attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. The x is alone. I can't do anything else with that. I'm done. Number 2. Triangle x equals 4. My unknown is x. There's something attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. I can't reduce that further. Number 3. Ax equals 5. Here's my x. It's got something attached by multiplication. Okay, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I have solved for x. It's equal to 5 over a. Now, a, triangle, heart, they might stand for some kind of number. Whatever number it is, I don't know yet. So I just have to leave it as it is in the problem. I've done my goal. Isolate the x. That is my goal for solving. I have 1 equals bx. I want to solve for x. B is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. My x is alone for 5. I have 8 equals star x. X is my unknown. Star is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. All done. These are deceptively, amazingly simple, aren't they? There's no numbers to reduce. So once you just recognize that solving means get it alone, it doesn't matter what's attached. We have zx equals 30. I want to get the x alone. Z is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. We could also say I have just solved for x in terms of z. That is what we could say. I have solved for x in terms of z. Here, I have solved for x in terms of star. Number 7, 40 equals bx. I want to solve for x, which means get it alone. B is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. X is equal to 40 over b. X in terms of b. Number 8, a equals ax. Here's my unknown. It's got an x attached by multiplication. Here's my unknown. It's got an a attached by multiplication. I'll move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting x equals, I can reduce this. A over a, they're the same thing, it's equal to 1. That one was reducible because the a went away. Number 9. 2/5 equals 2/5 x. I want to get the x alone. 2/5 is attached by multiplication. I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. This is just like lesson 1b, isn't it? Okay, I have a fraction over a fraction. To do this, I flip the bottom fraction over, put it at the top as multiply. Reduce, 5 over 5 is 1. 2 over 2 is 1. I get 1 equals x. Number 10. 11/12 x equals 4/5 x. Okay, this is kind of weird. I have an x on both sides. This isn't really exactly what we're doing with the lesson, but I throw it in here so that you can see something that's going to come up in your future and kind of how to deal with it. So the first thing I'm thinking is like, well, gee, the x's are on both sides. What if I divided off the 4/5. Let's try that and see what happens, which then is going to flip over, and it gives me 55 over 48x equals x. Now I'm going to divide this x because I kind of don't know what else to do. And x over x gives me 1. Now, I have 55 over 48 equals 1. That is so not true. Not true. So we would call this a false statement, and it has no solutions. The key here was that the x went away. It went away. When your unknown goes away and you're left with a false statement, you have no solutions. Very good. That's handling pretty big stuff. Now let's do our try it. And I'm going to get started. Try it number 1 of lesson 1D. I have % x equals 9. I don't care what this is. My goal is to get the x alone. Whatever it's attached by multiplication, I'm going to move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Division, bring that guy down. Look, my unknown's alone. I am done. Number 2, hashtag x equals 7. Notice I just keep my eye on the variable that I'm solving for. Everything else doesn't matter. They're just things that are attached that I can move. The hashtag is attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. My unknown's alone. I'm done. Number 3, I have ampersand, I think that's okay, x equals 4 over 7. I want to get the x alone. The ampersand is attached by multiply. Move it to the other side of the equal sign. Done. I can, if you want me to, let's see, make this over 1, flip it over and put it at the top. I want to clean up my math, and I get 4 over 7 ampersand. Totally unnecessary, but kind of nice to see me do it, right? I have 14 equals cx. Here's my unknown. C is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Number 5. I have 5 equals hx. Here's my unknown. I want to get him alone. H is attached by multiply. Move by divide to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Number 6. Lx equals m. Here's my unknown. The L's attached by multiplication. Move him by division to the other side of the equal sign. I love these. These go so quickly. Number 7. I have 45 m equals x. My x is alone. Number 8. T equals tx. Here's my unknown. It's got t attached by multiplication. Move that t by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting 1 equals x. All done. Number 9. I have 0 equals ex. Here's my unknown. The e is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting 0 equals x. Number 10. 3x equals x. Here we go again, this weird thing with it on both sides. I'm going to divide by x because I kind of don't know where else to go with this at this point. I have 3 equals, x over x is 1. This is not true. And the x went away. When your unknown goes away and you're left with an untrue statement, the answer is no solution. And as you can probably hear, Trudy has joined us. Thank you for watching. Take care.